Yo, what is up, y'all boys? I'll be going over December 26th. Pre-market bias is currently 8:48 a.m. So right now I'm on the 4 hour. And basically, if we scale down to the 1 hour, we can see we got what we expected for eventually us to get a movement down from this huge imbalance in the market. Whoa. So we currently hit this equilibrium right here. So we like barely tapped into it, barely crossed it. And then we see a rejection off of it, the equilibrium of that fair value gap. And so we see this downwards move pre-market. We broke structure to the downside on the 1 hour, and then on the 4 hour, we are still bullish. So I will be looking to possibly take longs off of this, maybe a short, depending on where price decides to move. And so we have this 4 hour BPR right here. Is this purple box right here? That is if we end up closing like this. So if we don't end up coming in closer. Um, but I really don't want us to. I want us to close here, come down and sweep this 1 hour draw of liquidity. So as we can see, we formed these lows, we push a little higher. I'm hoping we can come down and sweep some sort of liquidity right here. I doubt we'll come all the way down to here and sweep this liquidity. Um, but yeah, we're filling in this kind of, yeah, we're filling in this fair value gap. We haven't yet closed below it. And so I'm thinking, this price action right here is 948. It's down to, so it's like a $50 movement kind of for it to come down to here eventually, and then for us to get a reaction to the upside. Uh, or yeah, and take profits will probably be somewhere along this equilibrium of this whole downwards move that we got, or potentially this equilibrium of this fair value gap right here that we have. And then on the 4 hour, let's see if we have anything. Yeah, and then we also have this BPR right here that we could also, and it's probably, let me see, it's basically the equilibrium of the whole downwards move anyways. So somewhere in this area right here would be where we take profit. The equilibrium of this BPR, equilibrium of this fair value gap, and the 1 hour fair equilibrium of the whole downwards move. So this would be a pretty strong area for us to take profit. That is if we close, sweep this liquidity, and we get enough buying pressure to the upside. And so it could be a little bit of a risky move to take a long on this, due to the fact that we're down and we're bearish on the 1 hour. However, we're still bullish on the 4 hour. And so it could very much just be, we're bullish on the 4 hour. So it could just be a 4 hour retracement. And so, yeah, boys, we'll see what ends up happening. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on what ends up happening. Or, I mean, I doubt I'll take a play today just because I think volume is not going to be the best. And so I didn't end up taking a trade on Tuesday. Yeah, I didn't. But yeah, boys, I'll let you guys know what I end up doing. It's very possible that we come down here and sweep this and come up. So, so yeah, boys, I'll see you guys when I end up making a decision, or possibly at 9:30 when I see some sort of price action. So, peace. All right, boys. So I'm gonna be going over price action so far. Uh, Technically, our bias would tell us to enter right here. However, I'm not entering today. I don't feel confident at all in price action. But so let's just go over price action so far. So as I told you guys, first of all, in the 4 hour, we had this huge imbalance, and we had this whole equilibrium of it, and we end up passing it. But if we go into the 1 hour, If we go to the 1 hour, we see this top fair value gap up here, which we see price ended up coming into, and then we get a rejection off of it. And so on the 1 hour, like I said, we're bearish. 4 hour, we're bullish. So that could just be a 4 hour retracement. We could potentially keep going up higher. So that's what it's telling me, that we're probably going to be looking for longs, because on the 4 hour we're bullish, 1 hour we're bearish, probably a 1 hour retracement. So it depends on what we get, on what price action wants to give us. And so like I said, I would like to see us come down to sweep one of these draws on liquidity. However, if we scale down to the 5 minute, we see some weird stuff. So market open over here, we get a little bit of a push up. We see these 1 hour, this 1 hour draw on liquidity right here. So since it's a 1 hour, I guess one thing that we could potentially want is for us to get a closure above this, since it's a 1 hour draw. We don't want to, like I've told you guys before in previous videos, we don't want to enter just because we close on the 1 minute above this, or the 5 minute, or the 15 minute. We want to wait for an actual 1 hour close. All right, boys. So my video that I recorded, it actually just ended up cutting halfway. So as I showed you guys, I just wanted to put that first part of the video in there just to show you guys like my entry and everything. And basically, I was just explaining to you guys, right? Like, we have these equal highs up here, equal highs, and then we get the reaction, and then, god dang, and then we push, and we sweep these liquidities, and we push to the upside. So one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, so basically, I've already told you guys this. We see this downwards move. We see this black candle right here, correct? However, we see black candle right here, right here. Does that mean we're going to go down forever? No. Okay. So we are bullish on the 4 hour, bearish on the 1 hour, 1 hour retracement to the downside. This whole thing right here, as you can see, I marked up this equilibrium right here. Not because I think price is going to retrace this and keep going down, just as a potential take profit area. All right, boys. So my video quality is actually acting up a lot. I don't know what's going on. But essentially what I was talking to you guys about is, we have a 1 hour high, correct? We have a 1 hour high. So what we want to do is we want to wait for closure above this right here. We want to wait for closure on the 1 hour, not on the 5 minute, not on the 15 minute. Because if we enter off the 15 minute right here, you know, it could just be a wick. Like we got a wick on the 1 hour. Price ends up shooting all the way down here, sweeping these draws on liquidity, market open. I'll show you guys this on the 5 minute. Market open, we end up coming to these highs. It would not be ideal. We have a 1 hour draw on liquidity. These are equal highs essentially. This is a pretty strong area for price to get a reaction to the downside off of. So if we end up seeing this right here, we end up getting closure on the 5 minute, even on the 15 minute. I'm not taking it. Price shoots all the way down here, sweeps these draws on liquidity. We get buying pressure, retracement, 1 minute break of structure here. We enter. We would technically still be in this. However, like I said, I didn't enter a trade, but we are probably targeting this equilibrium of the BPR right here. And so, one other thing I wanted to show you guys is we see this whole downwards move. I marked up this equilibrium. I'm not thinking price is going to go down forever. I'm not this is not part of my daily confluence. This is part of my take profit confluence. If I see that I get this whole move down, I'm marking up the equilibrium of this move down just as an area of potentially take profit, along with this equilibrium of this BPR. All right, so that's basically it for me, boys. My video quality is acting up. I'm just gonna end the video right here, boys. I'll see you guys in the next one.